Hello and welcome once again to Advanced Television. This morning we're in Bonn with Karim El-Khazen, Vice President Business Development and Innovation with Deutsche Telekom. Welcome to Advanced Television, Karim. Give us a brief history of BDI as a unit of international wholesale and an insight to the way it works, its philosophy.
So at Business Development and Innovation within Deutsche Telekom's International Wholesale Business Unit, what we're doing is that we are seeking and developing services with other partners for broadcasters, enterprise, operators, and over-the-top services. So it's really focusing on bringing innovation, bringing innovative services, and unlocking the OTT potential of our customers. So we've built an ecosystem of services all focusing on plug-and-play solutions, global services, all focusing on enhancing the user experience. We've created the unit 2 years ago now, and very much serving the needs of our customers who were looking at building their OTT strategies. And in this sense, we are a key for their successes.
So you mentioned working with partners. Describe how that relationship works. What do the partners bring to the party?
Yeah, so we want to make sure that we get the best services on the market for our customers, and so we follow the DT strategy of winning with partners. And so we working with other technology leaders on the market, and we build this global network of innovation where we are able to provide an ecosystem of services on the market related to content and media services. So we, at the same time, leveraging on DT scale, stability, strengths, but at the same time are able to act fast because we are a small team organized as a startup, and we are able to leverage on partners around the world for delivering these services to our customers.
So you have the speed of a startup, but the enormous stability of
Exactly.
one of the world's biggest companies.
Exactly.
So who are your key partners and sort of what technology niches do they fill?
So we've been focusing on an ecosystem of solutions which is providing global services, plug and play, so modular, easy to integrate, short time to market, but all focusing on enhancing the user experience. So in 3 directions mainly, one focusing on live streaming, another one focusing on video on demand services, and the third one on providing the best user experience, leveraging on multitude of CDNs.
So you can provide any part of a service or indeed a turnkey service, an end-to-end service.
Exactly. So we are able to provide a suite of services, of modules which are all complementing each other, and so customers can choose either to pick up some of the modules, like we have some cases, or really the end-to-end services, so a complete turnkey service. Essential
these days is always speed of innovation and time to market, and that's something that you can really help to deliver.
Exactly. So we've been delivering, for example, last couple of weeks we have announced the 10 sport. So we are delivering for one of Asia's largest sport network, live streaming in Pakistan, and we've been delivering it in 2 weeks, an end-to-end service in terms of live streaming.
But you have quite a diverse customer base. I mean, what other examples can you give me of that?
We've been working with broadcasters as well as operators, enterprises, OTT players in different markets. Everyone is looking for defining their OTT strategy, leveraging on the OTT space, monetizing more their content they have. So in many ways, we ended up working with different type of customers, as you mentioned. Broadcasters like Abu Dhabi Media, for example, in the UAE, like 10 Sport in Pakistan, but as well as we announcing in Mobile World Congress also, we have in-car entertainment solutions called MyKidjo in partnership with BMW. So we've been dealing with different type of profile of companies with our OTT services.
So anybody who feels they need to reach out with a media, even if they're not from the media space, you can offer them a service that can bring them into that channel quickly.
Exactly. We're really leveraging on DT, having built this global network of innovation. I mean, DT, we are present in more than 50 countries. So we really have the opportunity to take our customer by the hand and share with them examples, stories we have from different markets, so they can really learn and leverage on our experience on how to define their best OTT strategy for themselves.
Are there other service enhancements, other solutions that you're looking to add and that you can bring to the service?
So we're looking indeed to complement our ecosystem with additional services which are further complementing this ecosystem. Looking indeed at content, as we just announcing at CapSat, we're also partnering with Ubiquity, which is a leader on the market in terms of content, to also make our portfolio richer, to be able to provide even solutions faster on the market for our customers.
And that's actual content acquisition that you could do on behalf,
exactly.
And rights management and...
Exactly. So it's really a real end-to-end solutions that the customer can take out of the box to be able to offer to its customers.
Are there additional services, additional solutions that you can bring, or that Deutsche Telekom can bring to bring additional services to your customers?
So we're also complementing our portfolio with a couple of services coming from Deutsche Telekom, like professional hosting, like consulting, which are also part of our portfolio, which customers ask for it, in fact. So we are also not only leveraging on external partners and working with external partners around the world, but also leveraging on DT capabilities for extending our portfolio.
And do you have any key targets in terms of types of customers or territories that you're particularly focused on?
We have global responsibility, but ending up very much focusing on Europe, Middle East, Asia, in most parts. Very much focusing on broadcasters, operators, enterprise, over-the-top players. So we found that our solutions really satisfy the need of many different type of players, and ending up supporting them to build their OTT strategy, delivering some parts of our ecosystem. Some require content acquisition, live streaming. Some others will require VOD on-demand services. Some others like load balancing of content delivery networks, providing analytics, providing you more information about your user experience.
So they might be taking one module, two modules, or they might be taking a complete
exactly.
Sort of end-to-end. So
all the modules are really standalone by themselves, which we can provide. In most cases, it's about finding the right selection of modules. Rarely someone will take the full-blown, but it depend on the use cases.
What about the OTT market in general? I mean, over time there'll be no such thing as the OTT market. Everything will be OTT. It just depends on what kind of a service people are wishing to deliver to their consumers, exactly. To their viewers.
So it depends. Different markets mean it in a different way. It depends for our customers where they're coming from, how much familiar they are with the OTT space, literally. But it's all about providing content over the internet on a global scale to reach a global audience. So it means different things for different markets, but all are relevant use cases which we can serve with our portfolio.
And you said BDI is just 2 years old. How do you see DT? Be very important to keep that kind of startup entrepreneurial element going alongside the sort of guarantee of service and longevity of DT.
It's really a key element to maintain and really working on it. It's so important to further leverage on DT scale at the same time than keeping our small size to be able to act fast, deliver services in 2 weeks in Pakistan, where the team were working from Pakistan, India, Dubai, Denmark, US, and Germany. And the service was delivered simply because the team is small enough, being able to communicate with all relevant parties and stakeholders, and it's in our hands.
So your job at the sort of DT end of it is sort of coordination and making sure that all of your partners can work together and share what experience is relevant.
Yeah, and we providing at the end our DT SLAs. We're providing the 24/7 support for our customers. So it's really about counting on DT to provide the best service at any point in time, leveraging on our global network of innovation.